Saturday's march was led by Afghan war veteran and former soldier Joe Glenton. On Saturday, he also handed back his medal after spending 9 months in jail for refusing to return to Afghanistan for a second tour.
This is again an example of the continued resistance and disgust of people at this war, which has been dragged out as a face-saving measure.
Britain has more than 9,000 troops in Afghanistan, second only to the US. More than 300 have been killed since the war began. The human toll is leading to growing calls for the troops to come home. Remembrance services are held every November to honour servicemen and women who've died in combat. This year they were dedicated to those who were killed in Afghanistan. Prince Harry, who served in Afghanistan, attended the opening of this Garden of Remembrance west of London. Alongside the 346 others, he planted a cross in the ground for his friend, Lance Corporal of Horse Jonathan Woodgate, who died earlier this year. Jonathan's father recalled conversations he had with his son while he was serving in Afghanistan.
I try and get out of him what he'd been up to. He said, "Oh, just stuff, Dad, just stuff." But now that his workmates, as he would refer to them, have told me what he got up to, he was a hero. Absolute.
Support among the public for the British Armed Forces is high. Fields of remembrance like this, another example of the respect shown to British soldiers serving overseas. But support for the actual conflict they're fighting in Afghanistan is less certain. Polls show over 70% of the public believes the war is not winnable. And with Britain facing unprecedented cuts in government spending, many are beginning to question the $8 billion a year cost of the Afghan war. Conscious of the sceptics back home, British Prime Minister David Cameron at the NATO summit in Portugal offered 2015 as a concrete date for Britain's withdrawal.
It is, if you like, a backstop. But let me be clear, it is a deadline, and I think the British public deserve a deadline. By 2015, we will have been in Helmand Province, the toughest part of Afghanistan, for 9 years.
If British forces do stay that long, there could be many more crosses at the Garden of Remembrance. Doubts remain over whether the public has the stomach to go for another 5 years. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.